And leading things off, Trevor Simpson's up on Witt's shortstop. Norrin Caffrobe and Delbert Scapalac own. Norrin Caffrobe trains. Number 2 is Trial by Night. Tom Rycroft, your owner. Clinton Rycroft, the trainer. Blanford Stewart rides. Andrew Wright's up on number 3, Wilsman. Carl Perry owns and trains. Number 4 is Revolution, ridden by Neville Stevenson. Pink Cloud Racing owns. Courtney Ross, your trainer. And rounding things out, number 5 is Captain Amonte. Naron Austin is the jockey. Racy Big Stables owns. Sean Caffrobe trains. There's your field of 5, and they're going to post in 8 minutes. 8 minutes to post. Captain Amonte is loaded. They are at the post for race 1. And they're off. On the inside, with shortstop, Trial by Night up there as well. Toward the center of the track, it's Wilsman. Dropping back is Revolution. And trailing in the early going, Captain Amonte. As they come in front of the grandstand up front, it's Witt's shortstop and Trevor Simpson with the lead. Right there on the outside, it's Wilsman saving ground on the inside. Trial by Night. These 3 are in their own race right now. 5 lengths back from there to Revolution. Another 5 or 6 back to Captain Amonte. And the straightaway they go right now with shortstop with the lead. Running Trial by Night, running on the outside, not looking good right now. Coming up the inside is Revolution, taking over second place. And back from there you've got Wilsman, and trailing the field is Captain Amonte. End of the final turn so far, with shortstop's been there all by himself. Revolution from off the pace, taking dead aim now is Revolution. Back from there is Trial by Night. Bevolution on the outside. On the inside, it's Wood shortstop, and Bevolution battling it out. Bevolution on the outside now makes a big move. Bevolution is going to pick it up. 4-1-2. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections in race 1, number 4, Bevolution, ridden to victory by Neville Stevenson. Pink Cloud Racing owns. Courtney Ross, your trainer. Here are your prices. Number 4, Bevolution, 510 win, 280 place, 210 show in second. Number 1, Wits shortstop, 290 place, 210 show. Number 2, Trial by Night, 210 to show. $2 exactor, $22.80. $2 try, $34.90. And we have your attention in the second race, number 5, by Decree is coming out early. He'll skip the regular post parade. Blanford Stewart is your jockey. Don Gibbons and Rod Haynes trains as by Decree. And thank you so much. And that is the call to the post for race number 2. Exactor, Triactor, Superfactor, wagering 5.5 furlongs in distance, field of 6 horses. Maiden, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And leading things off, number 1, Who Dat Shram. Oral Bennett, the jock. Rocky Mountain Drift Club Stable's own Caitlin Fenton is the trainer. Number 2 is Zaria. Bill Tucker owns. Dylan McConaughey trains. Juana Pango, the rider. Number 3, Bailey on Ice, ridden by Freddie Fuentes. Nolan Littlebear is the owner-trainer. And number 4, Wilco's Luck. Andy Stronach owns. Wadino trains. Neville Stevenson, the jockey. You saw 5 earlier. Number 6 is My Candy, ridden by Andrew Wright, Carl Perry, and Joe Fresalone. Carl Perry trains. There's your field of 6. Going to post in 8 minutes. 8 minutes to post. And we've loaded and at the post again for race 2. They're off. Nice even start. By Decree comes out with the early speed, but on the outside coming up now is My Candy coming up to join the fray. Inside from there is Billy on Ice. On the inside of that, you've got Zaria, and trailing in the early going, Wilco's Luck. Up front now, all by herself, My Candy is taken off with a 4-length lead. Second place belongs to Bailey on Ice. Outside of Bailey on Ice, it's a By Decree. And trailing still is Wilco's Luck. Around that turn they go, and down that backstretch, My Candy has a substantial lead right now. We'll see if she can hang on. Second place belongs to By Decree. Third place, Zaria. In fourth it is Bailey on Ice, and trailing but gaining some ground back now is Wilco's Luck. Up front going into the final turn, My Candy and Andrew Wright still there all the way, but here comes By Decree looking to make a big move now. Around that final turn they come. And down the stretch of My Candy is going to try to hang on. By Decree on the outside. My Candy and By Decree. Now also a late run from Wilco's Luck. But By Decree. Wilco's Luck and a big move at the end. Oh, almost, but not quite. 5-4. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections. Number 5, By Decree, ridden to victory by Blanford Stewart. Don Gibbons, Rod Haynes, your trainer. And here are your prices. Number 5, by Rita Cree, 470 win, 270 plays 210 show in second. Number 4, Wilco's Luck, 450 plays 240 show. And number 6, My Candy, 220 show. $1 super factor, $163.75, 10.20 on the daily double. $2 daily double, $29.50. $2 exactor, $34, and a $2 try is $167.40. And leading things off, number 1 is Causing Mischief. Trevor Simpson Rise, Darcy Peterson owns, Gary Marks your trainer. Number 2, Freddie Fuentes up on Smiling Bay. Dale Schaffer owner, Nelly Peugeot trains. And number 3, Bluebell Jam, ridden by Wanda Pango. Alvia Kellison owns, Jim Depew trains. Number 4, Catwalk Queen. Bruce Ironshirt, Max Gibb owns, Caitlin Fountain trains, Earl Bennett the jockey. Number 6, She's Not the Pope. Andrea Peugeot owns, Nelly Peugeot trains, Larry Peugeot, your jock. Back to number 5 now, Track Girl. Travis Robson owns, Godfrey Weaselhead trains, Alexi Rizzo's up. Number 7, Hello Country Bumpkin. Blanford Stewart is the rider. Colt Brown owns, Ellen Brown trains. And number 8, Neville Stevenson on Little Miss Molly. Pink Cloud Racing Stables own, Courtney Ross trains. And there's your field of 8 horses. Going to post in 6 minutes. 6 minutes to post. Great, Little Miss Molly's in. We're loaded and at the post for race 3. And they're off. On the inside, Causing Mischief and Smiling Bay both out well. Now jumping up with a bit of early speed is Catwalk Queen. On the outside, Little Miss Molly jumps up as well. Little Miss Molly and Neville Stevenson have jumped up and taken over the lead right away. Second place belongs to Bluebell Jam. Third on the outside of that, Catwalk Queen. Then you got a pile of horses after that. Causing Mischief is in the hunt. Outside from Causing Mischief, it's going to be Track Girl back there. Up front right now with the lead, it is Little Miss Molly cruising along. Second place now, Causing Mischief up for second. Third place is Bluebell Jam in fourth. You've got Catwalk Queen in fifth place on the inside. Smiling Bay. Back from there, it's Hello Country Bumpkin, followed by Track Girl. Up front still, now the battle's on the outside. Causing Mischief on the inside. Little Miss Molly around the final turn they come. And down the stretch, Causing Mischief on the outside now explodes and takes over for the lead. Causing Mischief is going to walk away in a romp. Late charge from Catwalk Queen. There'll be a photo for second, 1 and a photo. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections. Number 1, Causing Mischief, ridden to victory by Trevor Simpson. Darcy Peterson owns, Gary Marks, your trainer. And here are your prices. Number 1, Cause of Mischief, 260 win, 240 plays, 210 show. And second, number 4, Catwalk Queen, 560 plays, $3 show. Number 8, Little Miss Molly, 240 show. $2 Exactor, 1430. $2 Try, 3610. $1 Super Factor, 127.45. And leading things off, number 1 is Battle Chief. Lorena Bugeaud on board. Dexter Day Chief owns and trains. Battle Chief. Number 2, Vernon Cat. Curtis Hermanskin owns and trains. Tyrone Austin, the jockey. Number 3, Greeley's Spirit. Ellen Brown owns and trains. Neville Stevenson rides. Number 4, Gallant Gabe. Pete and Ernie Dubois own. Pete Dubois trains. Blanford Stewart the rider. Number 5 is Booze in Time. Marlene Calhoun owns. Roger Lopez trains. Alexi Rizzo's up. Number 6, Locked and Loaded. Clinton Rycroft owns and trains. Trevor Simpson the rider. And running things out, Andrew Wright's on Off the Grid. Nolan Little Bear owns and trains. There's your field of 7 going to post in 7 minutes. 7 minutes to post. Waiting on Locked and Loaded and Off the Grid. Locked and Loaded's in now, just off the grid, left to load, and we're good to go. And Off the Grid steps in nicely, and we're loaded at the post, and they're off, and that didn't take long. On the inside, Battle Chief up alongside of that, Vernon Cat. Out toward the center, it is Greeley's Spirit. Alongside of that, you've got Gallant Gabe. Far outside for Locked and Loaded. Inside from there, Booze in Time. And far outside for Off the Grid, trailing in the early going. A half mile to go now. On the inside, it's Greeley's Spirit. Outside from there, Locked and Loaded. There's your front 2. And back from there on the inside is Vernon Cat in third. Fourth on the outside from there, you've got Booze in Time. There's your front 4. Back from that by 4 lengths is Battle Chief, followed by Off the Grid, and trailing is Gallant Gabe. Quarter mile to go right now, and Greeley's Spirit and Neville Stevenson are taking no prisoners, but coming to call. There's a couple of horses coming to call. You got Booze in Time making a rally from off the pace. Outside of Booze in Time is Locked and Loaded. There's your front 3. Into the final turn. This is going to be a great horse race finish right here. Down the stretch they come. Up front now is Greeley's Spirit, but now passing, it's going to be Booze in Time. Booze in Time has put a nose out front and takes off. Booze in Time is going to pick up the win. 5, 3, 6.
Owner Marlene Calhoun, trainer Roger Lopez. The 5 Booze in Time pays $10.70 to win, $4.20 to place, $2.30 to show. The 3 Greeley Spirit pays $4.20 to place, $2.30 to show, and the 6 Locked and Loaded pays $2.10 to show. A $2 exacta is $36.60. $2 try is $58.70. $1 Super 5361 is $228.30. And there was a claim in this race. The number 6 horse Locked and Loaded has been claimed by owner-trainer Dennis Bird.
And thank you so much. There he is, the call to post for race number 5 from our fine trumpeter. Mixed claiming race, $4,000 tag, 3-year-olds and up, 5 furlong dash. One scratch number 7, make our day, leaving us with a field of 6. Off this race 5 post parade, number 1 is High Impact. Leo Pretty Young Man owns. Calvin Crow Chief, your trainer. Aaron Austin is the jock. Number 2, Neville Stevenson rides. Phil Power. Leonard and Bessie Bourne own. Elijah Bourne, your trainer. Number 3, Visions of Joy. Darlene Roan owns. Les Adams trains. Andrew Wright, the rider. Number 4, I Heard It All Before. Freddie Fuentes up. John Hollerwich owns. Cody Blattler trains. Number 5, Tis Funny, Cranky Acre Stables and Laurie Ferguson own. Laurie Ferguson trains. Trevor Simpson rides. And number 6, rounding out the field as I'm Focused, Kathy and Don Litvak own. Calvin Sranquist trains. Oral Bennett on board. There is your field of 6 going to post in 7 minutes. 7 minutes to post. And at the post, and we are at the post, and they're off. A bad start there for High Impact coming out of the gate. Didn't do well at all. Up front with the early speed that is, Tis Funny, guns out. Second on the inside, you've got Phil Power. Outside third belongs to I'm Focused. There's your front 3. Back from there, you've got Visions of Joy, along with Phil Power. And trailing the field after that bad start is High Impact. And straight away they go with the lead. Tis Funny. Second place belongs to Phil Power. These two up front. Third place belongs to I'm Focused. Back and forth on the inside is Visions of Joy. And back from there now you've got I Heard It All Before. It's starting to come with some run now. Is I Heard It All Before moving up. But up front, this one all Tis Funny right now. Tis Funny rounds the final turn and down the stretch he comes, and Tis Funny is on a runaway right now. Chasing frantically is Phil Power along with I'm Focused. But Tis Funny is going to pick up the victory. Up for second place, I'm Focused. And we'll say congratulations to the winning connections. Number 5, Tis Funny, ridden to victory by Trevor Simpson. Cranky Acre Stables and Laurie Ferguson own. Laurie Ferguson, your trainer. Here are your prices. Number 5, Tis Funny, 320 win, 220 place, 210 show. And second, number 6, I'm Focused, 290 place, 250 show. Number 2, Phil Power, 340 to show. $2 after 710, $2 try, 26.60. $1 super factor, $41.10. Leading things off, number 1, She's Got the Beat. Oral Bennett on board. Corey Stoddard, DK McBain own. Larry Stoddard trains. Number 2 is Royal Treasure. Ellison Clapton owns and trains. Andrew Wright, the jockey. Number 3 is Wilco's Comic Strip. Ray Gardapi owns. Colton Mead trains. Juana Pango rides. And number 4 is Maiden Voyage. Elsie Bates and John Poirier own. John Poirier, your trainer. Trevor Simpson on board. And number 5, Some Gave All. Pete Knight owns. Colton Mead trains. Blanford Stewart, the rider. There's your field of 5, and they're going to post in 8 minutes. 8 minutes to post. Sway on number 5, Some Gave All, who steps in now, and we're loaded and at the post. And they're off, and on the outside, Some Gave All, and Blanford Stewart come gunning out, going to try to get to the inside, but is blocked by Wilco's Comic Strip and Juana Pango. These two lock up in the early going. Maiden Voyage in third. Fourth on the inside, She's Got the Beat, and trailing is Royal Treasure. Battles on up front. On the inside, Wilco's Comic Strip. On the outside, Some Gave All. These two inseparable. 4 lengths back from there to Maiden Voyage, and then after that you've got She's Got the Beat, and trailing still is Royal Treasure down the stretch for the first time. This battle is continuing on. On the outside, Some Gave All. On the inside, Wilco's Comic Strip, nose to nose, neck and neck. 4 lengths back to Maiden Voyage. Another 4 lengths back to She's Got the Beat, and trailing is Royal Treasure. Around that turn they go on the inside now. Wilco's Comic Strip is trying to get rid of, and he is getting rid of, Some Gave All. Up now it comes Maiden Voyage making a big move to get up into second. Further back from that, you've got She's Got the Beat, and trailing is Royal Treasure. Up front now, still with the lead, it is Wilco's Comic Strip. Also up there coming out on the outside, you've got Maiden Voyage looking dangerous on the outside. Is Maiden Voyage still in the game? It's She's Got the Beat. Around the final turn they come, and down the stretch on the inside, Maiden Voyage with the lead, but on the outside, She's Got the Beat is coming back now. She's Got the Beat comes back. Maiden Voyage trying to fight back, not going to do it. She's Got the Beat, 1-4-3. Here, your prices: number 1, She's Got the Beat, $6.50 win, $3.10 place, $3 show. And second, number 4, Maiden Voyage, $2.70 place, $2.60 show. And number 3, Wilco's Comic Strip, $2.50 to show. $2 exactor, $15.50. $2 try, $26.90. And leading things off, number 1 is Okanera. Connie and Danny Oberholzer own. Danny Oberholzer trains. Andrew Wright, the rider. Number 2 is Courtly Pleasure. Connor House owns. Nellie Peugeot trains. Blanford Stewart in the irons. And number 3 is Trevor Simpson up on Smart as Attack. Gary Marks owns and trains. Number 4, Endless Courage. Allison Clapton owns and trains. Freddie Fuentes rides. Number 5 is iCloud, ridden by Oral Bennett. Bearstream Stables own. Mike Tarango trains. And number 6, Talent Risk, a Daybird Racing Stables own. Dennis Bird, the trainer. Neville Stevenson up. There's your field of 6, and they're going to post in approximately 7 minutes. Back and we're good to go. And Smart as Attack now is walking in nicely. Steps in. We're loaded and at the post for race 7. And they're off on the outside. Talent Risk tries to gun it with really speed, blocking up the rail. Low is Smart as Attack. These two lock up. Also there is Courtly Pleasure. Those three have their own race going right now. 4 lengths back to iCloud. On the inside is Okanera, and trailing is Endless Courage. Up front, the battle is on. On the inside, Smart as Attack. On the outside, Talent Risk. Still stalking, looking for an opening. It's Courtly Pleasure waiting to pounce. Several lengths back from there to iCloud, along with Okanera on the inside. In front of the grandstand for the first time, it's a battle up front. Outside horse is Talent Risk. Inside horse, Smart as Attack. Still stalking. Courtly Pleasure waiting to pounce. Watch out for that one. Then several lengths back there in a different race altogether, Okanera, along with iCloud, and trailing is Endless Courage. Up front, into the straightaway they go. On the outside, Talent Risk. On the inside, Smart as Attack. Still stalking, Courtly Pleasure. Several lengths back from there to Okanera, along with iCloud, and still trailing is Endless Courage. Up front into the final turn now. The battle continues. Courtly Pleasure now on the outside makes its move. On the inside, Talent Risk. Around that final turn they come. And down the stretch, and Courtly Pleasure on the outside is heading for home. Talent Risk trying to fight back. Talent Risk not going away. Talent Risk and Courtly Pleasure continue to battle. Late run from Okanera, but this one belongs to Courtly Pleasure. field of 7. And leading things off, number 1, This Is My Story. Blanford Stewart on board, Sherry Cummins and Tom Dixon own. Cindy Cummins trains. Number 3, Why Not Live? Lorena Bugeaud up. Bruce Fenton owns. Nellie Peugeot, your trainer. Number 4 is Uncle Chemo. Jack Boland owns. Mankimar Mahindi trains. Alexi Rizzo trains. And number 5, Unstoppable Colby. Oral Bennett is the jockey. Mankimar Mahindi owns and trains. Number 6, Spire. Pink Cloud Racing owns. Courtney Ross trains. Neville Stevenson rides. And number 7, Remarkable Vintage. Pete Knight, Colton Mead owned. Trevor Simpson rides. And number 2 is Doc Ross. He's now in the backstretch. Freddie Fuentes rides. Lynette Braun owns. Nellie Peugeot trains. There is your field of 7 going to post in 6 minutes. 6 minutes to post. Now on number 7, Remarkable Vintage, then we're good to go. Remarkable Vintage is stepping in nicely. We're loaded and at the post for the finale. And they're off and gunning out with early speed. It is Spire. On the inside of that, you've got Why Not Live. On the outside, it's Remarkable Vintage. Up the rail for This Is My Story. Now trying to plow through is Unstoppable Colby and Oral Bennett. They get up there as well. Further back, you've got Uncle Chemo, and back from there, trailing, it's Doc Ross in the early going. Up front, battles on. On the inside, Spire. On the outside, it is Unstoppable Colby. These two have locked up. Third place right now belongs to Remarkable Vintage. Fourth on the inside, you've got This Is My Story. Several lengths back from there to Why Not Live, and then between horses is Doc Ross, and trailing in the early going, Uncle Chemo. Around that turn they go. Up front, it is Spire, but company's starting to come now. Spire has Unstoppable Colby there as well. Coming on the outside, it's Remarkable Vintage, trying to throw some run in, and This Is My Story. And Blanford Stewart now on the rail, looking to make a big move. Back from there, you've got Doc Ross. And further back yet, Why Not Live, and trailing is Uncle Chemo. Up front, 2-horse battle continues. On the outside, Remarkable Colby. On the inside, Spire. Around that final turn they come, and down the stretch, and Remarkable Vintage is on the outside, Spire on the inside, Spire and Remarkable Vintage and Spire. Remarkable Vintage picks it up, 7-6, and a photo for third.